one of the questions that I've fielded maybe more often than other questions about the prayer book, the book Prayer 40 Days of Practice, has to do with the shape of the language around the prayers. In other words, the prayers all sound something along the lines of like, may I, like was one of my favorite examples from the book. May I never grow tired of starting over or helping others do the same. My hope is always in renewal and resurrection. Why may I language? Like, why not just, pray the prayer? Well, initially when I started posting these prayers to Facebook and to Twitter, which is how this started like 4.5 or so years ago, I was posting these prayers to Twitter and Facebook around Lent, and I was looking for a way to move away from this language and prayer that sort of sounded like, or felt like I had this stuff going on in my life that I didn't really get or didn't like, and I was taking it to God and saying, hey, I don't mean to bother you. Like, I know you got a lot going on, so hey God, can just give me a second here. Here's this thing I need you to deal with or explain or fix and instead I started paying attention to language I saw in like really, really key moments in biblical history. It happens with Moses, happens with the prophets, and really keenly, and happens with Mary, who upon the announcement that she is going to carry the Christ, she's going to carry the Messiah, that she is impregnated with God, what she says is not, oh great, let's get this show on the road. What she says is, may it be with me. This is the way it's written in different translations. Luke 1:38, I'm the Lord's servant, may your word be to me fulfilled. Or New Living Translation, I'm the Lord's servant, may everything you have said about me come true. Or the New American Standard is really, really great. Behold, the bondslave of the Lord, may it be done to me according to your word. The assumption in Mary's response in this what I hear as a prayer is, you're up to something. I might not know all of it. I probably don't, but let it be with me as you will. The assumption that God is actually alive, moving and doing something already that I get to lean into, that I'm not just bringing something to God that he might not have been aware of, that I'm not taking something out of my life and bothering God with it, but the God is active and alive right now in my life. And I wanted to shape a bunch of prayers around that. Like, instead of trying to figure out how to move pieces with prayer, how to get life around me to move with prayer, how do I pay attention to what God is already actually doing in, through, and around my life in prayer? It's a thing actually we dig into more so in the next release, which is, this comes out in September. This is available now. And this in September comes out, and it's actually called May It Be So, where we dig a little bit deeper into the same kind of language. May I never trade in my perception of others for knowing who they really are. This is a prayer from the next prayer book that comes out in September, and we're going to dig deeper into this may it be with me language then. But that's why the prayers are shaped that way. May it be so with me.